Hello, Indigo Parkers. Welcome back. We still don't know what we're doing episode 150. We'll figure something out, dude. It's not, don't get me wrong, 150 is a big deal. It's not as big of a deal as like 200 will be. But we still got to do something special every 50 episodes. I think in the game, if I can remember, I think for the game, I want to walk the whole game. You know, get all the collectibles and everything. You know, of course, when I have to run, I'll run. But, like, kind of try to see the world through Ed's eyes a little bit more instead of just blasting through it. But I don't really think that should be the only thing we do. Like, I should add some sort of quirky weirdness to it. You know what I mean? So, I think I'm thinking of something else I'll add to it as well. But I think definitely, if I can remember to, like, I'll play like this. Like, kind of seeing the world through Ed's perspective a little bit, you know? But then we gotta add something else.
Hi, and welcome
Rambly!
to Indigo
I need a freaking aftershave. Ah, birds!
Fun experience. Jump into the world of your favorite character.
I forgot to put aftershave on.
Our first guest in
I don't always need that crap, but dude, sometimes when you need it, ooh, it burns.
Congratulations! I'm Rambly the raccoon.
This hat's pissing me off. It's like pushing right here.
Indigo Park is the most fun it can be. Just hop on over to the registration.
It's gonna make me lose all my blood
left,
flow. I'm gonna
where our
die.
friendly assistant will help you begin your adventure in the park. Hi, I'm Rambly the raccoon, and it's my job to make sure your experience here at Indigo Park is registered. Let me just get good.
Hello, sir.
Don't seem to have your face in our guest
Why not? Get it on there.
Is this your first time here at the park? Or
No,
did
sir.
you just get plastic surgery? No worries. It's Rambly Tuesday, so you qualify for a big discount on your visit. Just follow me to the main gate. Ooh, I can't wait for you to see everything Indigo Park has to offer.
I sure can. I'm just kidding. I sure can. I'm gonna sit out here. How did Ed get in here? Did he just jump this fence? I know I ask a lot of stupid questions. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's no barbed wire. You can jump that. Where's his car at? Because I remember he drove up here. Can you see his car in the parking lot? I can't see. I feel like you definitely can. I just, my brightness or whatever needs to be upped or something. But yeah, I guess he just came over and jumped the fence. I mean, if he can jump that, I mean, Ed's a pretty agile guy. And we know he's a pretty strong guy.
What's the holdup?
You know, all those things of, you know, when it would glitch out and it would just show his freaking buff-ass arms.
My mistake. The gate is not open. There seems to be an error message being sent.
Ed's a freaking gymnast over here.
Lucky.
That would actually make perfect sense if he's a gymnast. It's a hobby.
Turn on the gym.
That's how he's able to be so agile.
Have fun.
He's fast. He's got a lot of strength for like pulling himself up over things. It'd make a lot of sense, actually.
Seems to be inoperable. Looks like it's missing a piece. Can you
I think a lot of main characters being a gymnast makes sense. You know the character that that's like a freaking animal, dude, is the Finding Frankie main character. Like, just imagine being able to do all that.
For real this time. Welcome to Indigo
Like,
Park.
parkour king right there, dude. That guy's a parkour king.
Oh, silly Rambly. Every guest needs a critter cuff. That won't
Dude,
let
I
you
loved
access
that Finding Frankie game. I never played it. I just watched some people play it on YouTube.
critter cuff.
But, dude, that game was freaking awesome, man.
Get in there and I'll get you set up.
Especially the freaking, the ending music.
There you go, buddy.
You know, it has that snippet where Frankie's like, "Stop ruining my fucking game show." It's freaking awesome. I love it. Yeah, that game was, and it was just full of colors and craziness. And the noobs were hilarious. I mean, it's just that game was awesome. I love that game. I'm definitely gonna play that game.
Why not test out your band and save the day?
I don't know if I'll play it on here or not, but I'm definitely gonna play it.
Hooray! Great work, buddy. Now try entering the park, and we can start our Indigo adventure.
Hello, sir. Yeah, that protagonist, though, the whole point behind that was that protagonist is super agile.
Pardon our dust.
I guess that's why they call it main character syndrome, because the main character is always super OP.
For the inconvenience, your Rambling Tuesday discount will be
Super OP.
off. Why not celebrate this great deal with a ride on my railroad? To test your sleuthing skills, I'll let you find this one all by yourself. Your facial data suggests you may be a bit older than the target audience for this ride, but it's one of my favorites. Do you know why Rambly the raccoon loves Rambling's railroad? Welcome to Rambling's Railroad.
Every now and then that cactus gets me. It's just so goofy. Choo choo. Choo choo. Chugga 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 chugga.
Oh look, it's Mari McCaw.
It's Molly
Crap.
McCaw, the greatest pilot you ever saw.
You sure are, Maul. Why, you only crashed into 6 bars this week.
I'm not crashing, Rambling. I'm barnstorming.
What's barnstorming?
It's crashing with style. It barely hurts at all. Say, those young adventurers
Lies and
are
deceit,
always
Molly McCaw.
great pilots. Why not try your hand at flying in my ride? Rooftop races.
Admission included with your critter copy.
Molly McCaw. Oh.
Finley, come on out and greet the people.
Hi, Rambly.
Why the long face and body?
You've known me for 100 years, Rambly. I'm always long because I'm always longing for a new seashell for my collection.
Oh, Finley, you should come out of your shell.
How about you come into it instead? My ride, Oceanic Odyssey, will teach you all about the wonders down under the deep blue sea. It's as blue as me. I hope you'll visit. I'm so lonely.
Oceanic Odyssey currently closed for repairs.
I just thought about that. Going back to Rambly. Hold on a second. What me and one of you guys were talking about earlier in the comments about main characters and hold on one second. Okay. No, he doesn't. Anyway, going back to what we were talking about with the main characters, like, I'm starting to see that point more and more, like, once I gave it some thought, because, like, the more I think about it, I actually really do like Ed, and we only know so much about him, you know? So it's like, it does make sense. It does make sense. I'm pretty much gonna admit that I was talking out my ass on that one. Because, yeah, that does make sense, actually. And to be honest, despite all the, like, the jokes and trash I talk on everyone else, I actually do kind of like the whole cast.
Hey there, Lloyd.
Hey.
Do not shame me with that common folk name. I am the
Except
proud,
Lloyd.
the prestigious,
I don't know.
The
I don't know about Lloyd yet.
Lloydford L. Lion, actor extraordinaire.
I like that he's a beast.
Of course it was.
I like that he's like a monster that could tear everyone to shreds, but he's just elegant instead.
So, what do you think? Pretty fun, right?
Yeah!
I know all about my friends. And Lloyd.
That's what I like about Lloyd. I do like that. Just say something I like about all the characters. Why not? Obviously, Rambly goes without saying. I I've been pretty vocal about that. Rambley's my favorite. I know Rambley's the fan favorite, and I'm basic for that, but just Rambley's my favorite. I love him to death. He's hilarious. He's awesome.
Well, look at
Rambley's.
that. Jet
There's
String
not a bad
Junction.
thing I can say about Rambley.
Looks like Jet String Junction's being tuned up.
Lloyd, like I said, I kind of like the fact that he's like this beast of an animal, but he's just elegant instead. Like he's just a gentleman, I guess. I don't know if it's gentleman that I would call it, but like he's sophisticated. You know, he's like he's this monster animal, but he's actually super sophisticated. Molly's funny. All right, I will say that Molly's funny. Not the mascot one that chases you around. I don't like that one. I don't like that one at all. I hate that one. I want to cut that one's head off every day. But the like the actual character Molly, she seems pretty goofy. She's funny. She's funny. I do like her. She is funny. Finley, I don't know. Finley, I probably like the least. Not saying I dislike him.
Hey, I've got eyes all over the park, but I can't see anything behind the stage.
He's just very Eeyore, you know.
Able to resuscitate you.
He's very just like, you know. I mean, I guess he's relatable. You could say he's relatable a little bit. He just can't be bothered with half of it, and he's just like, ugh. Yeah, I like how much of a meme the whole "how about you come into it instead" thing became. Yeah, Finley, I mean, his mascot is monstrous, but I don't like. I'm not worried about like these guys, like not the animalistic mascots. I'm talking like the characters, you know. Finley would be. I don't know. Like I don't dislike Finley either, though. It's just out of everyone else, he's probably my least favorite. Probably. The only reason Salem is higher is because when you play the arcade, she calls you dumpster face. Like, who the heck says that? That's the only reason she's higher than Finley. Because I don't know about you guys that, like, know a lot. Like, there's a lot of people that know a lot more than me about this game. But from what I know, we know the least about Salem. So, despite knowing what she looks like and the fact that she says dumpster face, that's about the extent of my knowledge on her. But no, I thought that the first time I saw that, I was like, what? Dumpster face? Who says that? Who calls someone that? Even if they're a raccoon, who says that? But I gotta find something I like about Finley. I mean, because like I said, I don't dislike him. I don't know. I guess maybe that's why he's on the bottom of the list, because I don't dislike him, but I guess I'm just like neutral with him, I guess. I'm guessing that'll change, though. I'm thinking in Oceanic Odyssey, once we start exploring Oceanic Odyssey, we'll find out more about Finley and his personality. You know, we'll find more out about him to where he probably will go higher on that list. So will all the other characters. I mean, who knows? By the end of this, I highly doubt it. I think Rambley's going to always be my favorite. But maybe by the end of this, someone will dethrone Rambley. I doubt it. Rambley makes this whole game for me. I mean, I'm not even kidding. As long as I'm not, you know, well, I am kind of broke, but as long as I'm not any more broke than I am, every Rambley merch that comes out, I will save up for and get. Not clothing, but like, you know, the little figures. Like I got this guy. It's still sitting here, by the way. And my plush, my makeshift plush. I will be getting all the little Rambley merch like that, because Rambley's awesome. He's funny. He's funny. He's just a lovable little dude. I don't think anyone's going to dethrone him, but you never know. You never know. I don't care that I'm basic for choosing Rambley as my favorite. It's just what I like, you know?
We're sorry. The number you have dialed has been disconnected or is no longer in service. Please check the number and dial again.
But there's a reason. At least there's a reason Rambley's the favorite, right? It's for who he is. You know, it's like when people are playing Mario and, like, you know, Super Mario. And, like, the dude whose favorite character is Mario, everyone's looking at him like, really? You serious? I moved this. You're not supposed to move the green one. But actually, I mean, you know, Mario's not really a bad choice either. He plays him in every game, so it would make sense. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Rambley's... I don't know. Rambley has a lot going for him, too. So yes, he is the mainstream choice, but he's not just chosen because he's the mainstream choice. Woo! I like Finley for what I've made him. I like being stupid on the train ride and calling him Finley French fry and all that. You think this game's gonna have some massive twist? Like some massive twist ending? Or some massive twist in the middle of the story? You think we're gonna have a twist going on here? I'm not talking Rambley being the bad guys. That's not gonna happen. You can bite me on that one. But... like some other type of twist, maybe? Ed is secretly Finley confirmed. No, if something crazy like that happened, I'm just not gonna play anymore. I'm just done after that. That'd be crazy. Alright. But no, like actually, like all jokes aside, like I wonder if there's gonna be like some sort of serious twist or whatever.
Wait, hold on. This room's staff only. Come on in, new staff.
Indigo Park will be part of my life for the next, I think, 6-7 years, I'm pretty sure. That's probably about how long I think I remember him saying this game is going to be in the making and all that, like all together for the whole complete game.
Welcome to the Rambley's Wranglers registered room. We have plenty of amenities and... okay. I can see in your facial tracking that you're scary, angry, upset. Transparency is an important part of our policy here at Indigo Park, so I need to be honest about something. The park has been inactive for years. Employees stopped showing up, guests too. The mascots are... I just was so excited to see a visitor, and I wanted to be sure you were given the best experience possible.
Oh, Rambley.
But I was confined to the entrance for so long, I didn't realize just how much disrepair the park is falling into. Wasting all of your fun time. Sorry for the inconvenience. But, I have an idea. I have access to the repair documentation in my database. I just can't execute most tasks without authorization from a human user. You must have come here because the park matters to you too, right?
Yes, sir.
Would you be willing to help me restore the park?
Yeah.
I can see in your facial tracking data that you aren't opposed to this. Ooh, I'm so excited. Let's get this.
Let's
place
go.
back
Let's go.
in
Open.
business.
Open the door. Open the door. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, welcome to the crew, Rookie Wrangler. Registered. Your first official job as one of Rambley's Wranglers, registered, is to get out of the Rambley's Wranglers
No.
room. Head left towards the Rookie Wrangler. Uh-oh.
Maybe we should do something game related for episode 150. I don't know how, like go over theories or whatever, like actual like I could literally look up Indigo Park theories and like read it and like talk about what I think about it or whatever. I mean, maybe it could be more of a chill thing. It doesn't have to be crazy every time, right? I mean, the drinking episode actually wasn't really crazy. It was chill. It was fun. It was funny. It was great. Oh, whoops, no caps. Go over theories, what I think of it from what I do know, which I know. Okay, I'll say this. I know more than, I would say I'd probably know more than the average Indigo Park fan, but less than the Indigo Park super fan. You know what I mean? So I'm somewhere in between there, is where I would say. I know a little bit more than most, but not as much as some of you. And a lot of that is on my fault, because a lot of what I know is from playing the actual game multiple times and seeing different things and thinking about different things. And then the occasional, like, you know, Unique Geese video I check out about this. So I would say purely, I don't know, maybe it's wrong, but I would say purely just from the quantity of times I played this game and the fact that when I first got into it, I was really into, like, super, like, wondering what's going on and all that. I probably got a little bump on the average fan, knowledge-wise. But then there's some of you who are, like, the super fans, you know, who really know or whatever. And I'm just like, okay. I don't know as much as that. But I also need to pay attention to new information, too. Because there is new information here and there that I've kind of slacked on. A lot of my information is outdated, though. So maybe actually, upon saying that, maybe I am back to average knowledge base, actually. I don't know, we'll have to find out. But still, regardless, I'm talking too much, man. Jeez, relax. Just take it easy. Regardless, point is, I know enough to give my opinion on a theory, is what I'm saying. But I don't know. I don't know, 150's got to be something, though. If not that, something, you know? Oceanic Odyssey. You ever just, like, start talking a lot like I just did, and then you're, like, wondering what the heck you just said? That's me right now. I'm just like, what did I just say? It didn't make any sense until I just said I can know enough to talk about theories. Just start talking nonsense, man. Get myself in trouble running my mouth too much.
You'll find a potpourri of porpoises, pickerels, and perches as far as the eye can see.
Whoa, whoa.
Please don't tap the glass. Really know what.
I'm out, dude.